Ahoy mates, and welcome back to Sunless Sea and the Undersea. I'm your captain, Captain Grant, and we're going to get this back and started. So last time we visited this forlorn piece of rock out here in the middle of the ocean, and we're gonna head back to London and get our report turned back in. Discovered the Dubois Maelstrom. Ooh, and there's a large beastie over here that we can fight. Hopefully this doesn't get us killed. I'm not super familiar with combat. Oh, Maelstrom. That's a Maelstrom. Oh shit. Elder Angler Crab. We're not going to be fighting that. My brain had a complete lapse in judgment, and for a moment I completely forgot what a Maelstrom was. Hold on. I'm actually going to go back to this island over here. For some reason I don't remember docking here last time, which is a little strange. Alright, I almost sailed straight into a Maelstrom with an Elder Crab in a Pigmote Isle. I definitely don't remember going here. I feel like the game glitched me? No. Were we over here? I don't remember. We are now. Can't believe my SAT vocabulary completely crapped out on me, and I was like, ooh, Maelstrom. Alright. A lonely desert beach. We definitely weren't here before. There is no habitation in sight, no market, very little in the way of maintained dock. A stretch of sand thickens into damp black earth from which sprouts stunted palms? Not quite. Tall fungal growths with frond-like caps, as if someone sculpted the idea of a tree from a mushroom. These growths appear to be sparse near the beach, but clumped together closer together the farther inland one goes, clustering tightly in all sort of forest around the base of island's central hill. You can see in the distance dots of fire flickering on the horizon, and hear clamorous shouts and shot. If you look into the quay, you can make out unusual shapes of two tiny figures. Okay, that's interesting. War? Question mark. As you step into the quay, you hear clamorous shouts and shot. You see two tiny figures stand a little further down the quay, unmoving rather as awaiting your approach. Oh, that's a very powerful revolutionary fist. Oh my, this is long. I told you, lots of stories. Good writing, though. The figures are rodents. To your left is Rattus Faber wearing goggles, a blacksmith apron, and an assortment of tools. To your right is an unusually large guinea pig wearing a helmet. I'm sorry. A breastplate reminiscent of nothing so much as the High Middle Ages. The rat steps forward, first takes and bows. Welcome, Captain, to Ratstar Island. I am Edgar, second Chief Engineer of the 3rd Rat Brigade. I invite you to avail yourself of food and fuel at our expense. Ooh, excelente. The only cost to you is a choice. The rat steps back. At precisely the same moment, what appears to be the ease of a long habit, the guinea pig scuttles forward and makes a declamatory chirp. Welcome, Captain, to the Isle of Cavia. Like cavies, like guinea pigs, that's funny. I am Lady Augusta Devereaux Swinch. Of the Blackwater Swinches, Senchald, our King Gracegnaw, first of his name, invite you to... I'm sorry, this whole thing is ridiculous. Invite you to avail yourself of food and fuel at our expense. It only costs you as a choice. What choice? Your question needs to be tentative. They sound so rehearsed. Enough of the sea monsters, faceless predators, screaming oceans, yes, but you draw the line at talking guinea pigs in full armor. Back to the ship you go. I guess I wouldn't blame people for just getting off the boat, like, almost sailing into the Maelstrom, and then just seeing a guinea pig in high medieval armor and just being like, nope, and going back. This is ridiculous. What choice? The question needs to be tentative. Two remarkable rodents sit squat before you. Whom to speak first? Speak to the chief engineer, speak to Senchel. Let's speak to the chief engineer. Oh gosh. I might need some water or something. I'm gonna keep doing this. His eyes have a wave-cold glint to them, and he wears his scars like jewels. You ask the chief engineer to elaborate. He looks at you for a long, measured moment before speaking gruffly. We came to this island to make a home for ourselves, away from London. It's cats. God, I can't even take this seriously. It's cats and snuffers. It's rat skin suits. We came to live as citizens of our own republic. We came to with our tools, our teeth, and our clever hands. We made a beautiful city by the light of the rat star, as shone bright and blue on Mount Arat. The chief engineer nods towards the distant hill. One day we braved the depths of the chicken woods, and from the top of Mount Arat we plucked the rat star to be our light, our beacon, and our flag, but the pigs of KV, Guinea Pigs, saw the light, and they lusted for it. They sent armies to rule us and steal our star. We will not permit them to take what is ours. We will resist them to our last breath. Will you join us in defeating them? Let's speak to Central. Central clears her throat with a delicacy to rival the Duchess's own before speaking. Grace na the king, our lord and sovereign, full 7 months had sojourned on the sea, conquered this land, and won the southern main. Now no fortress against him shall remain, no city walls to be left for him to gain, save the rats. They squeak behind the mountain, that squeak behind the mountain. Unlikely was the lamb of our deliverance, assured shall be the glories of their fall, when our lady's eye restored to our hall. The Central composes herself and adds, we saw truth and beauty in the light of our lady's eye on Mount Caveat. But the rats with their guns, we chatter and peasants' politics stole it from us. We will subjugate them and take it back. They are a rabble, and we will rule them with the steel-shod velvet of our paws. Will you join us? Alright, so who should we join? The dainty guinea pigs, who sound like marauding, conquering armies, and then the rats, who just came here to escape the cats and snuffers of London to make a home for themselves. You've heard enough. You're ready to make a choice. Favor the chief engineer. He seems grumpy, but honest. Also, you've seen what rat-made weapons can do, and perhaps you'd rather not be in the receiving end of them. Perhaps you never liked rats. Perhaps you've always been fond of rat skin suits. Perhaps Central's charms are too much for you. At any rate, you're keen to find out more about their civilization. Attempt to broker a peace. And I don't feel like that would go well. I don't want to abstain. Let's go with the rats. I'm liking Mount Arat, and they're apparently, according to them, they found this light that the marauding guinea pigs are trying to steal from them. You favor the chief engineer, a rat in the making. You extend a hand to the chief engineer, shakes it grimly. The seneschal hisses and chatters its teeth in disgust, but keeps her distance. You've made the right choice, said the chief engineer. Let me show you around. I have a rat in the making quality. I'm becoming a rat. Excellent. Oh my. Oh, Jesus. Alright. The chief engineer leads you to the northern side of the island, skirting the chicken woods. You pass through a number. I feel like I'm doing like a book on tape. A book on tape with Captain Grant. Chapter 1. A history lesson. You pass you pass through the number of what can only be termed as checkpoints as fierce-eyed rats shoulder their derringers and salute the chief engineer. Soon you come upon a small colony, smaller than some of the infestations you've encountered in London. Flats, only perhaps 50 Ratus Faber altogether, working diligently to fortify their side of the island. The first thing you notice is a brilliant light beaming out from a stump of the chicken wood about 6 feet high. It bathes the whole settlement in a clean blue glow. It's almost too bright to look at. By its light, you can see several mounds of earth, suggesting shallow tunnels. An efficient fishing operation is set up by the water, and albino ratmen's nets while others sharpen sticks into the waves. Sharpen sticks into the waves. Further inland is a barracks where a sergeant barks drills and a small squadron of fighters. Your arrival draws attention, and several rats pause in their work to look at you curiously. Welcome to Marinia, says the chief engineer, a voice warm with pride. It's not much now. There's not much to look at now, but it will be once we've roused the KV. Take a stroll around while I summon the War Council. With that, he vanishes to one of the mounds and leaves you to explore. I want to go toward the rat star. I'm very interested in what this light is. An excitable-looking rat peering at it through smoky goggles, twitching her whiskers and making notes on what appears to be real paper. Okay. Head toward the rat star. A learned astronomer. It's not a star, of course, not really, but try explaining that to the others. The chief engineer doesn't want me working too hard to convince them. He says it's better for morale, but look at it. Look! She offers you her goggles. You manage to work them on over just one of your... I'm sorry. She offers you her goggles. You manage to work them over just enough of one of your eyes to see the truth of what's in the bowl. It's skintalag. Am I supposed to know what that is? Skintalag? Skintalag. But unlike any you've seen before, blue is sapphire and more brilliant. Something about the clarity of its color is tremendously soothing. The chief engineer titters with pleasure as you hand the goggles back. Oh, chief science officer titters with pleasure as you hand the goggles back. Those of us who've been to cavey side of the island and lived to tell of it say there's plenty of glow there, plenty of the bright in the water all around, but nothing like this. We took this from the island center, Mount Arat. Only its mountain, of course, and any more than this, it's a star. It's hollow, sweet water inside, coral crawling up all of its walls, but nothing glows to save this. It's ours now, and none can take it from us. Alright. Let's go over to the beach and see what's up over here. Man, this whole episode is going to be dealing with this rat colony that the games decided to drop us at. I still don't think we sailed here on our own accord, but hopefully we have enough fuel to get back, or that would kind of suck. An albino rat smiles quietly up at you from his mending work, dainty and a little shy. Chickenwood floats, especially when it's dried out and sealed, so we're able to paddle a bit and cast our nets. We come in with all sorts of things, blind fish, crabs, sometimes a chunk of broken tentacle, but the fishing would never be so good without the rat star. I think it only draws good fish and keeps the scary ones at bay. I know the chief science officer doesn't believe it, but I do. The light is our livelihood. So I really love this rat star. Alright, let's wait for the War Council. Alright, you've done all the exploring you want, time to take action. Oh, now I'm becoming more of a rat. Okay, 2 high-risk strategies. 20% chance and a 25% chance. Alright. The chief engineer emerges from the underground with a motley assortment of other rats. He introduces them as weapons experts, strategists, field commanders. So you're going to help us beat the cavies, but how exactly? Offer systems of strategy, offer attack the cavies yourself. You have a ship, you have cannons, steer her to the southern side of the island and have those anachronistic animals. Offer guns. You'd rather not get directly involved, but you can spare some scrap metal shot, maybe a deckhand. Ooh, I only have 2 supplies. 25% chance. I don't want to fail. See, this is where this game gets interesting, is the choices you make. I have a 25%, that's a 1 in 4 chance of getting this to go. Or I can just give him my supplies. But we're pretty far from London. And I don't think I have very much money either. I have 4 echoes, Jesus. Fine, let's give him the guns and hope that we get a return on our investment. A fair trade. Your crew haul one of the deck guns to shore, and the chief engineer nods in gratitude. It's a clumsy bugger, make no mistake, but we can break it down to parts easily enough, and there'll be plenty of scrap left over to make bullets. In exchange, the rats give you their provisions. The salted fish proves surprisingly restorative, and dried chicken wood appears to make tolerable fuel. As they pass through the glow, the rats start on their way back to the ship. Each member of your crew seems to hold their head a little higher and breathe a little easier. A rat in the making. You've lost 2 supplies, you've lost 2 terror, you've gained 1 fuel, gained 1 hearts. What's a ship without a few rats? Invite a rabbit's favorite aboard. Yeah, let's do it. Welcome aboard. I now have an albino tinkerer. The chief engineer says he can't leave the colony. Good at fixing things. Continue. Alright. I now have a port report, which better be worth a damn good amount of money. Oh, this is a mascot? What does this do? 2 iron, 2 veils. Veils 26, iron's 32. Alright, that's fine. Shoot, so now we have no supplies, a modest amount of fuel. We need to get around the maelstrom and go straight to London. Alright, let's hopefully we can make it. Because if we can't, then this game's going to be over, and I'm going to be very sad, and it'll be a really short Let's Play. The Du Bois Maelstrom that I still can't believe I almost sailed straight into. Maybe one day we'll come back. Guns blaring to blow the Du Bois Maelstrom out of the water. When I played this game earlier, Like, before I did the Let's Play, I fought a crab with 75 health, which is very difficult, and that crab had 500, so there's that. Sailing, sailing, sailing. We're sailing across the Undersea. Nope. Elder angler crab, go away. Nope, 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 nope. I actually haven't shown you any I mean, we haven't gotten into any, like, real combat, like pirate ships or anything. Just that one crab that we splatted in the first episode. Now we're almost back. I guess that place wasn't that far away. Man, this game was so interesting. That was a very, interesting storylet, I will admit. It was pretty good. Not gonna lie. Alright, well, let's go see if we can do anything in London now. Home waters, excellent. We need supplies desperately, unfortunately. And we have no money. There's that too. So hopefully this port report is worth some moolah so we can get some supplies. Perhaps those sisters will want to have lunch with us again, and they fed us and gave us supplies. Something to think about. The music in this game is great too. I love the music. Alright. Yay, we're back to London. Let's go collect messages from the Harbour Master. Someone wants to sign on. Something has changed in the knee. That always unsettles me. Time, the healer. Your time at the Z will change you, and London. Something has changed in the knee. That's always unsettling. I know, my crew needs provisions. I'm aware. Well, let's go to the Admiralty office and see how much this is going to be worth. Oh. Alright, so we have Hunter's Keep, we have 5 Echo and Chi. Okay, Savior's Rocks. XXXX. You've gained 1 Admiralty favor, new accomplishment, surveyed Pigment Isle. You no longer have any of this. Support report. You've gained 10 Echo. Man, that's it. Jeez. Alright, let's leave the Admiralty. Let's see. Hire on more crew. Don't have enough money for that. Offer passage to tomb colonists. A clutch of immigrants will pay you to be taken north to Venderbite. A new recruit. Who awaits? No one. We don't have enough money for that. Anyways, let's go. Okay. Unlocked with no more than 0 tomb colonists. Tomb colonists, I don't know what a tomb colonist is. Clutch of immigrants willing to pay to be taken north. Well, I mean, they're willing to pay, and we don't have any money. Now 3. Okay. It's oddly difficult to die in Fawn London, but when a Londoner is too tatty and wretched to live, they wrap themselves in bandages and take the ship for the tomb colonies. Your crew cart one on board and padded coffins. They'll sleep until the journey's done. Take them north to the colony of Venderbite and sell them there. Alright, sounds good. I guess we're selling dead people. A little gift. I could use a gift. What you might call a mentor is very fond of adventurous Z captains and would like to offer you what he might call a dispensation. On account he is too fond of Z captains. Accept the dispensation. Sure. I would like free stuff, since we're kind of struggling right now. Gain suspicion. Oh, you rapscallion. This has increased your conduct of criminal activities. In contact with a rough sort, the higher your suspicion, the more fiercely the exercise will search your ship. Ooh, 10 fuel and 5... Well, that's exactly what we needed. Thank you, sir. The merchant venturer. Let's see what he wants. Both locked. That happens. Like, if you aren't far enough in the story, it'll be locked. Alright, let's see. You're ushered into his office, the Dark Spectre's Admiral. A cramped room with a vast desk. He serves you across the desk. Ah, yes, the merchant captain of whom we hear such complicated things. Submit your port reports. Do we have any? No. Unfortunately. Perhaps. Oh, no. I want to see what else we can do here. Return the Wolfstack docks. Turn in your shipment of red honey. All this is locked. Ask what he needs. What do you desire, Admiral? Information. Strategic. Alright, maybe I'll get more money now because I'm actually talking directly to the creepy looking admiral. Let's go to our lodgings real fast. We'll read the morning paper. I've gained 1 supplies. Excellente. The Khanate's threatening war, they always are. London's colonies on the Carnelian coast want independence, they always do. The Untersee, the paper reports, has undergone another alteration. Not yet, it hasn't, you'd know. Oh ho. A promotional coupon for Mrs. Plenty's provisioners. Half cask of salt herring. You could use that. Oh, that's where we got the supplies from. Excellent. Well, that turned around rather quickly. We're still pretty broke. But, what's this? Tattoo parlor. Oh, I want a tattoo. Unlocked with a tale of terror. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, it's only 1 echo. I know where to get a tale of terror too as well. So maybe we'll be getting a tattoo. What's a salty sea captain without a tattoo? Am I right? Am I right? And? Alright, well, I think that's going to be good for this episode. It was certainly an interesting episode. If not a little, what's it called? It was a little booky, a lot of reading. I feel like I could be a radio host now. And the reason why I do this is because it saves when you go into port, so when you do stuff in port, it doesn't save it, so you have to go and redock to save it, I think. That's what I did last time, and it glitched me to the other side of the Undersea. But, yeah, so, I've been Captain Grant, and you've been sailing on the dark waves of the Undersea with me. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.